All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the New York Giants. 3 quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
Ready? Black 25. Check 24, check 23. He's checking. Crack. Tommy. Let's go now.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
They're running. Ready. Flag. What is out there? Quit talking about it and bring it. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. You. I'm going back.
On third down, Winston. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Taken from just outside the 30.
Let's go, baby.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Coming to you, coming to you.
2nd and 9 now. Man open, it's Goodwin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33.
Ready. Chopper.
Now Gordon on first down. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 money.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner Able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Fairbairn able to put this one through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10.
Check it out, check it out.
He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of the team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first
back in there.
And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Let's go.
They'll run with Taylor. Room here to run. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 22. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready. Blue lady. 54 miles. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Ready. White 25. Mike 54. Gotta do better. Come on, QB. Come on. Flip it, flip it, flip it. Front 4, Mike, front 4. Here we go.
Winston from the gun on third down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now Winston. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Draw play. It's Eckler. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Austin Eckler, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Nickel Roby-Coleman up to make the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, it's Gordon. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down now, Benjamin. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
More carries. I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
No, absolutely not.
Yes, yes.
Put it down now. No.
And he's able to find Diggs. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Guys, go in there. Go in there.
On first down, Gordon. And the result here, a pickup up of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
The quick throw taken in by Diggs. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 2-yard touchdown drive. And the Browns have taken the lead.
Yeah, going there now.
Fairbairn good with the extra point.
Go, Bud.
And that makes the score
Go.
14-7.
Go, Bud.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Dan, I'm going to say it again. Go in there.
Once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Check three. Flip.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Check. Watch 54. Easy. Our time. Hey, watch out. Wait.
First down, Winston. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he will take it
Come on, man.
for a Giant touchdown. Austin Eckler in the final seconds of the first half as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The extra point up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Huh? Hold on, I'll let you hear this.
The Browns drive about to get started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
It'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan showing you.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
2nd and 4. It's complete to Diggs. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll run on first down. Benjamin, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly.
Stop. Y'all get out of there. Dino.
The flags.
Stop. Move. I said move, boy.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And Diggs has it. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Stop.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On second down, Eckler. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
51, Mike 51. Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this, 51 to Mike, boy, 51. Watch the run.
From the gun, Winston. And Adams has it. Good play. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young,
yeah, go put that back. Now
you understand.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Telvin Smith. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Winston. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
On first down, Benjamin. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah,
why are y'all in here? Go in there now.
They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin.
Come on, hold your blocks.
After a gain of 3, leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Offside caught by Diggs. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
You know I see the weakness.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon.
Gordon, how's he?
Won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
How's one nigga tackling
Sometimes
you,
you're
Gordon?
running perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of that
perseverance right there on that play. Be careful, they might walk over his head as this game progresses. This is Cooper. He's a good idea.
Here's some organic mad.
15 before they drop it. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it's caught.
Touchdown.
Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching.
It's a 99 overall receiver with a 95 overall QB throwing it to him. You don't see what I see. Diggs.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here.
Hold on, Mama.
A long way toward wrapping this one up. He'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
All right, go back in there, and I'll be done in 1 second. Got one more quarter.
And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
I'm going to start whooping butts. Why y'all in here? Why y'all in here? Go watch y'all movie. Go in there and sit down. What? I'm going to get it right when I'm done with this. Remember, it was leaking.
Offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that? Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount is his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there. Right?
Give him a third one. He about to be upgraded. They told me if I get 3, he gonna be upgraded. He about to be a X Factor.
And that gives him now 3.
He about to be an X Factor.
Someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then gets it with the Eagles, and I believe it's against
Golly, this looks good.
That's correct. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead.
Guys, are y'all in there sitting down like I told you?
Think about Super Bowl 51. Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up.
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 2nd and long. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. And this a 39-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Big Bug, watch what you're doing. That's right there. Don't hit your head. That's dumb. Go in there.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Under 10. Under 10. 10. Wait. Check. Crunch. You go tight. You got tight. Let me go.
They'll run on first down. Taylor, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winston. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Come on. Sunday. Follow.
Jameis to throw it. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Wait. Hey. Record. Check 99.
Winston to throw for it on 4th. And he caught it up. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Now that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. That last run, pretty monumental, Charles. He just toppled 15,000 career rushing yards.
And that just leads me to a question, and even before that, a tip of the cap. How about that accomplishment? But just think in your life, what have you done positively 15,000 times, right?
I haven't driven 15,000 yards, let alone ran for 15,000 yards.
That is phenomenal. Congratulations.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. There he goes inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, they went for all the marbles there on that long pass. He caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds.
So difficult, isn't it? Because you have so many things you're going through on that play, trying to get open, trying to catch the ball, and still get your feet down to complete the process of the play. Not successful on that attempt.
It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a...
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They'll They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Go in there, guys. I'm almost done.
Pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Check. Come on. Sunday. Green, triple team.
Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Tie right. Solo out there. Check the out. Flip.
One last shot now for Winston. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Mike Evans. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are in for 6. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now here's Winston as his guys will line up and go for the 2-point conversion. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with